What's up, guys? Magical Libra here today, and what I have for you is very special. It is, of course, Structure Deck Freezing Chains. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be unboxing this Structure Deck and seeing how good it really is, and going over each card effect of the cards that I don't know, which is probably going to be every single one. So please prepare your seatbelts, enjoy the ride, and have fun. Alright, so let's just go ahead and just open this deck right up, because I've been really excited for the Structure Deck to come out, because I, as an uncultured swine, only know of the synchro monsters of the Dragons of Ice Barrier. So I did not know that there were already support cards for the Ice Barrier, and only knew of Brionic and Trishula, and I did not know any others existed. So we're going to be going over quite a lot of cards today. And of course we have the deck list on the back, and we have the nice playmat, which, hold on, let me just go ahead and get that out. Very nice. I like it. I like it. Very nice. If only they could give us, an actual playmat, that's a real playmat. Alright, so without further ado, let's just get right into the deck, guys. Alright. Do be expecting, after I make this video, to be expecting the Structure Deck. $30 easy Structure Deck. Cheap deck list. Alright. So of course we got the support cards that come with it. So real nice, real nice. Alright. So for our ultra rares and stuff, we have Revealer of the Ice Barrier. I know they changed the names in this deck a lot, and they did take out that one equip spell card that was originally in the other pack, but it's just whatever, guys. Alright, so Revealer of the Ice Barrier, a level 4 water spellcaster effect, 1700 attack and 1000 defense. While you control another Ice Barrier monster, your opponent cannot tribute summon. Okay, that probably won't happen, so that's a useless effect. You can only use each of the following effects of this card's name once per turn. You can discard one card, special summon one Ice Barrier tuner from your deck. Alright, go into synchro plays, cool. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except water monsters. So, seeing that most of the deck is water, I don't think that matters. If you would discard or send a cards from your hand to the grave to activate an Ice Barrier monster's effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead of one of those cards. Alright, so let's just say I have this card on the field and I have another in the grave, and I activate that effect to discard. I could just banish that card just to go and special summon another tuner, and there you go. So really nice, really nice. Alright. We have a Speaker for the Ice Bearers, which in my opinion, this card literally looks like one of the Ghost Sisters. Not gonna lie. First time I saw this, I was like, that looks like frickin' Ghost Bell. Not gonna lie. Alright. So, pretty similar stats. Level 4 spellcaster. With 1000 attack, 1800 defense. And this is Speaker for the Ice Barriers. And what this card does is, while you control another Ice Barrier monster, defense position monsters your opponent controls cannot change their battle positions. Nice. You can only use each of the following effects of this card's name once per turn. If you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So it's a free special summon. Nice. If you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can banish this card from your grave, special summon one Ice Barrier token. So it is Ice Barrier token, Aqua Water, level 1, attack 0, defense 0. So even it's a free special summon, you go into a synchro with it, and then if you control an Ice Barrier, you can banish this card from your grave and special summon a token to just go into more plays. So very nice. Alright. Next we have Zuijin of the Ice Barrier. Alright. It's a level 2 water warrior effect with 500 attack, 300 defense. So this card better do something really good with stats like that. All right. You contribute this card. Does not stay on the field. Special summon one level 5 or higher ice barrier monster from your hand. Nice, nice. If this card is in your grave, except the turn it was sent there, you can target one level 3 or higher water monster you control, reduce its level by exactly 2, and if you do, special summon this card. So it needs to be a level 3 or higher. So reduce it by 2 and special summon this card. But banish it when it leaves the field. So you can target a level 3, alright, reduce its level by 2, special summon this card, and banish it when it leaves the... Okay, so banish this card when it leaves the field. Got it. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Alright, cool, cool. Alright, and for the spells, Winds Over the Ice Barrier. Tribute any number of Ice Barrier monsters, special summon from your deck that many level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monsters with different names from each other. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your grave, then target one of your Ice Barrier monsters that is banished or in your grave, add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Very nice. Probably going to play 3 of that. And now we have Trishula, Zero Dragon of the Ice Barrier, which is supposed to be Sub-Zero. And I don't care what the meta or what TCG says. When I summon this card, I will call it Sub-Zero. So get over it. Alright, so this is a level 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 monster. And it's a water level 11 dragon synchro effect with 2700 attack, 2000 defense. And what this card does is it requires 1 tuner plus 2 or more non-tuner monsters. When this card is synchro summoned, you can banish up to 3 cards your opponent controls. That's it. So it doesn't target. And I can choose. If this synchro summoned card is in its owner's control, is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon 1 Trishula Dragon of the Ice Barrier from your extra deck or grave. Its attack becomes 3,300, then half the attack of any face-up monster your opponent currently controls. Also, negate their effects, your opponent's monster's effects, doesn't target. You can only use this effect of this card once per turn. This is a really great card. Play this at 3. Hope it's not limited. All right. Because I don't know, besides Trishula himself, I don't know any of the other cards and if they're limited or not. I just know Trishula is limited. All right, so we have, I know from what I've seen online that this is a repeat, so we already know what this card is, but I don't, so I'm just going to read it for myself. We have DeLorean, Tiger King of the Ice Barrier, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner water monsters. You can target any number of other face-up cards you control, return those targets to the hand. If you do, this card gains 500 attack for each card returned to the hand by this effect until the end of this turn. Okay, you can only use this effect of this card once per turn. Nice, nice. All right. And we have Brionic. We know who Brionic is. All right. Gungnir, Dragon of the Ice Bear. I don't know what this one is. This is a level 7 Dragon Synchro Effect Water Monster. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner water monsters. Once per turn, you can discard up to 2 cards to the grave, then target the same number of cards your opponent controls, destroy them. Okay, so it's just a destruction effect. 2,500 attack and 1,700 defense. And we've got Trishula. We know what he does. He don't target. He banishes 1 from, I know from hand, field, and grave. Nice. All right. Now we have General Wayne, which is actually really funny because I know he's new, but what's really funny about this card is that my brother's name is Wayne. So, like, this is going to be real funny when I tell him about this. All right. So, General Wayne of the Ice Bear, level 5 water warrior effect, 2,100 attack and 400 defense. Level 5. All right. Spells and traps sent from the field to your opponent's grave are spells and traps from the field to opponent's grave are banished instead. Okay. That seems really good. You can only use each of the following effects of his name once per turn. If your opponent controls a monster and you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Nice, free special. All right. Where is this? From your hand. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one Ice Barrier spell or chapter from your deck to your hand. So nice. He is a free special and his search. Very nice. Probably gonna play 3 up. But he's level 5, so I've never played a synchro deck, so I don't know if I would just play 2 of him. But because he searches, I might play 3. We have Hexa Spirit of the Ice Bear, level 1 water Seaserpant tuner effect. This is our first tuner. Well, 400 attack, 200 defense. While you control another Ice Barrier monster, monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense. During your main phase, you can send one level 3 or lower Ice Barrier monster from your deck to the grave. If you do, this card's level becomes the same as that monster's until the end of the turn. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Or this effect of this card once per turn. Alright. Nice. Alright, so he goes into tuner place. Alright, we have Blizzard Defender of the Ice Barrier, level 1 Aqua effect. What's he do? If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the grave, draw a card. So he is a free draw. Cool. Alright. We have Cryomancer of the Ice Bear. Level 2 Aqua, another tuner effect. Alright. 1300 attack, 0 defense. While you control another Ice Bear monster, level 4 or higher monsters cannot declare an attack. Okay, so he is a crap, I can't remember the name of that card, but it's a ball with a net over it. It's a trap card. You activate it. It's continuous. Level 4 or higher monsters cannot attack. I can't remember the name, but golly, it's like, wow. All right, that's effective, especially in the deck. So maybe play that definitely. Now we have Prior of the Ice Bear, level 2 Aqua effect. If you control an Ice Bear monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, free special. Again, very nice. Goes into that links, goes into synchro. You cannot special summon any level 5 or higher monsters the turn you summon this way. Period. Alright, so that is definitely very bad. You contribute this card, then target one Ice Bear monster in your grave, except this card special summon that target. You cannot special summon any level 5 or higher monsters the turn you summon this way. So if I special summon him, I cannot use his other effect to special summon unless it's level 4 or lower. Alright, so that's a very situational card. I don't know. Alright, Defender of the Ice Bear, level 3 Aqua Tuner effect. While you control another Ice Bear monster, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare an attack if their attack is greater than or equal to this card's defense. So really good because most people are going to have 1600, so you would definitely play that card. Definitely. Alright, Warlock of the Ice Bear, level 3 Spellcaster. While you control another Ice Bear monster, both players must set spell cards before activating them and cannot activate them until their next turn. Okay, really great card. Alright. Spellbreaker of the Ice Bear. Once per turn, you can send one Ice Bear monster from your hand to the grave. Neither player can activate spell cards until the end of your next turn while this monster is face up on the field. Very nice, very nice. Alright. Strategist of the Ice Barrier, level 4 Spellcaster. Once per turn, you can send one Ice Barrier monster from your hand to the grave, draw a card. Alright, nice. Alright. Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier. Alright. Once per turn, if you control another Ice Barrier monster, you can reveal any number of Ice Barrier monsters in your hand, then target an equal number of set spells or traps your opponent controls. Return those targets to the hand. Very nice, very nice. Dai Sojo of the Ice Barrier. If this card is normal or flip summoned, change it to defense position. Alright, it has 2200 defense and it's a level 6. But if he's special summoned, just don't worry about it. Ice Barrier monsters you control cannot be destroyed by spells or traps. Okay, very nice. Probably play one of, maybe? General Raiho of the Ice Barrier, level 6. When your opponent's monster effect activated on the field resolves, okay, so when it's activated and it resolves, they must discard one card or the effect is negated. Their choice. Oh wow, that's a really great card. Okay. Medium of the Ice Bear, level 7. Alright. If your opponent controls 4 or more cards than you do, that's very, very situational. You can special summon this card from your hand. Your opponent can only activate one spell or trap card each turn. Okay. Wow, they either pick trap or they pick spell, and that's it. Yeah. I could special summon this card using other methods and get that card out while my opponent controls. My opponent can only activate one spell or trap card each turn. So, probably play one of, probably don't play at all. I don't know. Alright, we have another general. General Gentala of the Ice Barrier. Gentala. Level 7. Warrior effect. Once per turn during your end phase, you can target one Ice Barrier monster in your grave, except this card's name. Special summon it. Nice, nice. Alright. General Grunard of the Ice Barrier. I like his art. He looks nice. During your main phase, you can normal summon one Ice Barrier monster in addition to your normal summon or set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. Nice, nice. Alright, we have Gen X Controller, and of course we have Gen X Undyne. Alright. Gen X Controller is a level 3 machine tuner. Alright. And Gen X Undyne is a level 3 Aqua effect. When this card is normal summoned, you can send one water monster from your deck to the grave, add a Gen X Controller from your deck to your hand. Alright, but that's very situational because if this card's in your hand and you draw this card, then you've bricked. Alright. Alright, give me 1 second. I am going to grab something to drink. Alright. Alright. Next we have Aqua Spirit. Alright. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing one water monster from your grave. Once per turn, during your opponent's standby phase, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change that target's battle position. If you do, it cannot change its battle position for the rest of the turn. Alright. We have Dupe Frog. Okay. Okay. Frogs. I should probably read them. Alright. This card's name becomes Death Frog while on the field. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target monsters for attacks except this one. When this card is sent from the field to the grave, you can add a frog monster from your deck to your deck or grave to your hand, except Dupe Frog. Alright. Next is Ronin Totem? Yeah, Ronin Totem. Alright. Cannot be used as synchro material. This card's name becomes Death Frog while on the field. If this card is in your grave, you can banish one frog monster from your grave, special summon this card. Alright, probably not something I would play in the deck. Alright. Fishborg Launcher. Alright, so this is a fish tuner effect, level 1. Cannot be used as synchro material, except for the synchro summon of a water synchro monster. Okay, really good. If you have a monster in your grave other than this card, all of them are water, you can special summon this card from your grave. Very nice. But banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay, so that's a really great card to just get in there and do a tuner. Alright? Alright, next we have Mulling Lacia, the Elemental Lord. Alright, and cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from the hand by having exactly 5 water monsters in your grave. If this card is special summoned, discard 2 random cards from your opponent's hand or their entire hand if less than 2. Okay, duh. You can only use this effect of this card once per turn. If this card face up leaves the field, skip the battle phase of your next turn. Okay. Silent Angler. Alright. Freezing Chains of the Ice Bear. One of the new cards. It's a continuous spell. When this card is activated, you can target 1 level 4 or lower Ice Bear monster in your grave. Special summon it. Nice. Special summon. While you can... That's when it's activated. That's only one time. While you control 3 or more Ice Bear monsters you control are unaffected by the activated effects of your opponent's monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Alright. So, the loophole that I try to find in every card is the fact that you have to have 3 or more Ice Bear monsters. They're unaffected by the activated effects of your opponent's monsters that are special summoned from the extra deck. Alright, that makes them unaffected. But if the extra deck monsters are in the grave and they special summon them from the grave and then activate their effects to target, then this card won't protect it. You can only use you can only activate one of this card per turn. Alright. Next we have Magic Triangle of the Ice Barrier. Reveal 3 Ice Bear monsters with different names in your hand, then target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy that target. And if you do, special summon 1 Ice Bear monster from your hand. Alright. Very nice. Medallion of the Ice Bear. Add an Ice Bear monster from your deck to your hand. Very nice. That sounds really simple. I'm going to play 3. Alright. Mirror of the Ice Bear. Alright. During this turn, each time a card or cards is banished from the hand, field, and or grave, by your opponent's activated monster effect, apply the following effects based on where the card were banished. Wait, what? During this turn, each time a card or card is banished from your hand, field, and or grave by your opponent's activated monster effect, that's probably never going to happen. Apply the following effects based on where the cards were banished from. From the hand, banish up to 2 random cards from your opponent's hand. Field, banish up to 2 cards from your opponent controls. Grave, banish up to 2 cards from your opponent's grave. Alright, so that's really good counter, but nobody gonna be doing that though. Like banishing and stuff. Nobody gonna be doing that. Alright. We got Salvage, target 2 water monsters in your grave. With 1500 or less attack in your grave, add them to your hand. Surface, target a level 3 or lower fish, Seaserpant, or Aqua monster in your grave, special summon it in defense. Alright, and Where Art Thou? If you control a level 1 monster, add a level 1 monster from your deck to your hand during the end phase of this card of this turn. Take 2000 damage if you do not normal summon the added monster or a card with the same name after activating this effect. Alright. Of course, Pointer of the Red Lotus. Pay 2,000, reveal your entire hand, look at your opponent's hand, banish a card from your opponent's hand until your opponent's next end phase. Nice. And we got Fiendish Chain, cool. We got Ice Spawn. Okay, Continuous Trap. If a non-water monster is normal or special summoned while you control a water monster, change that summoned monsters to defense. Okay, nice. I'm liking all the change to defense, so I'm really hoping for like double piercing. Alright, we got Mind Drain. Activate this card by paying 1,000 life points. Neither player can activate the effects of monsters in the hand. Oh my god. Stop Ash Blossom right now. Alright, we got Heavy Storm Duster, Crackdown, and Terror of Trishula. Apply these effects in sequence depending on the number of Ice Bear synchro monsters you control with different names. 1. Banish 1 card your opponent controls. 2. Banish 1 card in your opponent's grave. 3. Banish 1 card from your opponent's hand. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets an Ice Bear synchro monster you control, You can banish this card from your grave, negate that effect. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. And it is a normal trap. Alright. So that is it for the structure deck, guys. All the synchro, all the extra deck monsters that came were all together, actually. So it only comes with 5 extra deck monsters. Sadly, it doesn't come with the fusion of Trishula, which I may incorporate into that deck. I don't know. I'm really new to Trishula. I only know what this card does, and that's it. So, like, I'm making my best guess is that number one best, number 2, and number 3 best, and then probably him, and then probably him. All right, starting from the best, second, third, fourth, and least best. All right, but probably gonna be playing like 3 of them. You know, probably 2 or 3 him, 3 of him. I don't know about him. But we're going to go over the deck like quite a lot, and then I will be posting the deck profile, the budget deck profile for this deck very soon, guys. So thanks for watching all the way to the end, if you watched all the way to the end, because this is a really great deck. I think you should pick it up, definitely. Try it out. I don't know how meta it'll be, but it'll be a really fun deck for you guys to watch. But that is going to be it, and peace out.